रेडियो और मेरे साथ हैं मेरे सीईओ अनुपम श्रीवास्तव. हाय अनुपम, हाउ आर यू?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
आई एम गुड गुड. और भी आज हमारे साथ एक नया चेहरा है. लेट मी इंट्रोड्यूस हर. शी इज निशी शुक्ला. She is educator, trainer, mentor with over 2 decades of experience in education and training. Nishi Shukla is a passionate educator and certified soft skill trainer who has touched the life of thousands of students. Wow, Nishi, and professionals. Great. As the director of Makoons Vrindavan in Lucknow, she brings her deep-rooted love for learning language and personal development into everything she does. Her journey from teaching and mentoring to leadership roles and creative pursuit reflects a lifelong commitment to empowering individuals through knowledge, confidence, and self awareness. Hi, Nishi. How are you?
Hi, Vandana, and hello, Anupam. And such a
Hello,
beautiful
Nishi.
introduction for me. I love that, the way it has been brought up. And yes, my journey has been moreover into education and training only. So you can call me as an educator and trainer. So
Okay.
which you have rightly said, that's what you have rightly mentioned also. And it's a pleasure to be on your platform. And both of you, I have been hearing both of you in your previous programs, and the way both before you, I won't say much, but then I probably start with the start of V4U. I was connected. Why? Because Anupam has been my batchmate, and I proudly say that. So that is what. So I proudly say it. Why? Because it's great to see somebody from not only from India but known to me and being a batchmate and bringing our country's things all over the world. So that's what I like about it. So it's
Yeah, that's true.
thank you for this introduction. And yes, Anupam, hello. I said hello to you probably. Uh, it's a wonderful thing to be on your platform, on your show, and to be with you face to face, however virtual, but then face to face.
Yeah.
I do not know. I do not know where the podcast will go today, but thank you to Dr. Vandana first off for arranging this beautiful podcast. A try webcast, in fact, between three of us. And when she told me about Nishi Shukla, I said, "Wow, there are so many ways I can introduce you to the audience and to my viewers. Of course, we are batchmates. 37 years ago, we were sitting across the table, and now we're sitting, sorry, beside each other on a desk, now
Yeah.
across the table. And both of us certainly have spent good times in terms of um, in some common sharing some common things amongst friends. So of course we both come from St. Paul's School, Lucknow, that connects us. And Dr. Vandana is also from Lucknow. So of course the trio is from Lucknow. So
Oh
that
yes.
gives me an up. Yeah, she's also from Lucknow. So makes the thing even more brighter today. But it's all about you today, Nishi. किताब आपने लिखी एंड कहते हैं कि जीवन का जो सार होता है, रस होता है, वो in a few drops it comes out and becomes a book. And जिसने किताब लिख दी, that means that person has seen and experienced the ultimate, which has given the motivation to write a book. So we'll start from there and then maybe transcend downwards.
Yeah.
Um, how what Tell us something about the book first.
Okay. So Anupam, if I have to tell, अगर मैं अपनी book के बारे में बताऊँ, and I have to tell about the book, this book it's not something which I am trying to give some knowledge. I am definitely not trying anyone to be perfect, because as educators, I personally believe that our fraternity is smart enough and they know everything. However, in the in the daily day-to-day process, when you are in the midst of completing the course, I have to finish this, you have to make the students learn this, so we are somewhere missing out on something which I used to always feel, uh, that our education system nowadays, yes, I will not say that we are not improving. We have lots of things coming it into our system also. But I feel as an educator, आप कहीं ना कहीं कुछ ना कुछ ऐसा होता है जल्दी में या किसी वजह से प्रेशर से सिलेबस से कुछ चीज़ों को आप ऐसे यू जस्ट मिस इट आउट और उसमें क्या होता है कि माय बुक इज ऑल अबाउट आप एक पढ़ाते हैं और आप मुंह से बोलते हैं और व्हेन योर बॉडी इज आल्सो टॉकिंग योर बॉडी is there which is communicating, and we can never say your body, even if you're sitting you're communicating. Not even 1 minute goes when we are not communicating. It could be a hand gesture, it could be an eye expression, it could be anything, even a small little nod or a smile. आप कुछ भी करते हो वो कुछ ना कुछ आपसे कम्युनिकेट करता है एंड दिस इज व्हाट माय बुक वाज इज ऑल बिकॉज आई कम फ्रॉम द एजुकेशन बैकग्राउंड तो मेरा माय किड्स आई मीन द किड्स आर माय पैशन एजुकेशन इज माय पैशन एंड आप मुझे बच्चों के साथ छोड़ दो एंड आई डोंट वांट एनीबॉडी इन दिस वर्ल्ड दैट इज माय सिचुएशन सो एंड दिस इज वेयर आई फेल्ट कि टू देयर इज सम गैप कई बार होता है बच्चे चुप हैं कई बार बच्चे हैं दे हैव समथिंग एवरीबॉडी इज कैरिंग सम बैगेज वोंट यू if I have to put it across during our times also when we used to come to our college our school कुछ ना कुछ होता था या तो किसी को नींद आ रही है या कुछ आई मीन एज स्मॉल किड्स इफ वी ट्राई एंड गो बैक तो पता चला वो मम्मी ने जबरदस्ती उठा के स्कूल भेज दिया है नींद आ रही है लेकिन अभी गए हम जबरदस्ती तो यू नो that thing is there and वो बच्चे का कहीं ना कहीं किसी फॉर्म में हो सकता है कि लेजी फॉर्म में हो सकता है कि यू नो बच्चा इज ट्राइंग टू शॉक फ्रॉम समथिंग तो कुछ ना कुछ फॉर्म में वो कम्युनिकेट हो रहा होता है एंड दिस इज व्हाट माय बुक इज ऑल अबाउट नथिंग मोर
अच्छा मैं सबको बता दूं आपकी किताब का नाम और वो आप मुझे बताएंगे वो किस किस प्लेटफॉर्म पे अभी मिल सकती है इट इज बॉडी लैंग्वेज
yeah it will be available on Amazon that is the
Amazon.
main yeah Amazon it will be available on Amazon and it will be if you put the tag or the words keywords would be body language could be teacher student relationship these are the kind of keywords
keywords right I think निशी शुक्ला लिखने से भी मिल जाएगी
हाँ yes निशी शुक्ला से भी मिल जाएगी
जी
कहते हैं कि it is not important to be a good student in order to be a good teacher. Do you agree?
I'm so sorry, Anupam.
I said कहते हैं कि it is not important to be a good. In order to be a good teacher, you have to be a good student. Do you agree?
I somewhere little, but not much. It is not important that you were a good student, so you will be a good teacher. It's your how you evolved because slowly over the period of time जब हम बच्चे होते हैं in the school we do not actually we are just picking up something from here and there then slowly afterwards we are trying to implement it learn something keep learning and life is a learning stage wherein we are every minute learning from somewhere picking up from somewhere so I will not say that to be a good teacher you have to be a good student I was not a good student
so I think we've got great audience so I thank first of all I wanted to thank people who've joining us a lot of people have started commenting Sriparna thank you Shelly thank you for joining and then commenting. In fact, let's continue our discussion here. So body language bridging gaps. Nishi, 5 indriyan, there are 5 senses which we call communication, right? आज भी उस स्कोर पे ही सारा काम जो 5000 साल पहले जो था जो जिसको हमने पढ़ा और हमारे ऋषि मुनियों से लेकर and we said that these are the 5 senses and you communicate like this. Body language is there any other dimension which you've talked about in your book, or is this around the body language in terms of eye movement, hand movement, and you've used those to form that concept?
Yes, exactly correct. Anupam, I'll say I have tried to build it all around this. Why? Because verbally तो हम बहुत बोलते हैं, but then हम if there is a contradiction in what I say and what my body says.
Right.
Immediately the meaning changes.
Right.
So for us, here if I'll say my book will revolve all around these your facial expressions, your gestures, your hand movements, how you stand, your posture. Even if it's your posture which is there, the way you it's like pointing, how you call the student, how you refer the student. So all this is which is apart from that, I have also taken up कि वो body language अगर है तो where it has come from. uh,
Right.
yeah, so it has come from something which was already there, and that's what we are taking. And how much, if I say body language, it is say not only body language, the tone and your tenor, the way you are speaking, the way you are, your voice modulation, everything. So this is what is I have called up is 93%. 7% is all verbal, however 93% out of which 55% is your body expression, and remaining 38% is your tone and voice. So this is what my whole book talks about.
The the most honest, the most the most cute, the most genuine people are the kids. And certainly I understand your passion, and but it is the most difficult people to understand as well. As kids, they you know what I mean by
Yeah.
every parent struggles through understanding. Talk to us about how best to understand what cues, um, and maybe just maybe simplify it for people who want to understand kids.
Okay. Here I'll say it's not only kids, what we are percolating ourselves, how we are expressing ourselves. So when I'm talking about bridging gaps as far as teacher-student relationship, it's all in the classroom environment. It's all about what the teacher. So teacher is not only understanding, however, the teacher, whatever she is communicating, the child is mirroring it. So the child is mirroring as a small, as you rightly said, they are tender hearts and they pick up everything. And initial stages are the stages when they are picking up from their parents, when they're picking from their teachers, they're picking from their elders. So whatever is coming forth, वो एक तरीके से mirroring होती है. Mirroring neurons is one thing which I have spoken about in my book, and this was something, a study which was conducted long back, and it was done for the monkeys. वो नहीं बोलते हैं कई बार monkey नकल करते हैं,
हाँ,
बंदर नकल करते हैं, right? So this is what he was studying, and that was moreover a physical. But when we take this into the human intervention over there, it is moreover of not only physical, your emotions, your expressions, how your body, so everything gets mirrored into the kids. This is what it is, as you rightly said. ये मेरा कहना ये नहीं है कि खाली टीचर ही है, वो घर में शायद बच्चे ने, अभी बच्चा आपसे आपने इफ यू स्नब्ड एट द चाइल्ड, बच्चा क्या सीख रहा है, आई कैन, so he has seen something at home and he is now going to utilize it or use it because he doesn't understand. For him it's a father is done or a mother is done or a teacher is done. For him it is a learning which he has taken up, and kids have the tendency to make use of whatever they have heard, whatever they have seen, or they have mirrored it, and that is what is all about. If I say कि आप जिसको बोल रहे हो ना कि उसको मैं और इजी वे में बोलूं, तो जो आप करते हो वो बच्चा गेन करता है, ही इज गेनिंग इट.
ये तो बिल्कुल सही बात है.
दिस
लाइक
इज हाउ.
आपने न्यूरो साइंस के बारे में तो अभी बताया, उसके अलावा आपने कुछ रियल एक्सपेरिमेंट्स वगैरह भी बात की है अपनी बुक में, क्लासरूम रियल
हाँ,
एक्सपेरिमेंट्स और
क्लासरूम में
राइट
एग्जैक्टली.
प्रैक्टिकल
So
टूल्स.
yes, practical tools, how to make use of that. How to make use of that is उसमें स्पेशली मैंने बात किया है कि आपके जेस्चर्स, उसमें मैंने सिनारियोज दिए हैं in there. Like I have had certain scenarios in my class and I have implemented over there, I've put it over there, and I have seen how I have shown ki what it was done and how when you change that thing, how the child has been able to express. Like if something has happened and the child is just quiet, not answering. If I go and I just stand with my posture stiff and hands folded, I am giving a closed body language. That means I am expressing my authority, okay, and I'm expressing, now the child will feel a little intrigued and might not speak further. However, if I go with a little slide without hands, and I go side next to him, and if I try and query, or if I try and ask, अगर मैं उसको तब पूछूं, तो then the child feels you are next to him. You are not standing across and body folded. So this is what is, these are practical tools when I have taken up. So अगर आपके if you are calling the child, if you're telling something, and if you point the finger at the child, so it's, how do we feel? It is like kind of an insult. So the child will again shrug back and might not find that moment, because you are a teacher. आप टीचर हैं तो शायद आंसर कर देगा, but next time he will try and keep quiet because he has not found it. What do you call it? कि आपको ना उसको जैसे बोलते हैं ना, हमें अच्छा नहीं लगता है, आपकी तरह से हमारी तरफ कोई उंगली फिंगर करे, पॉइंट करे, तो we always know we do not like it because it's like accusing, it's like insulting. So एक वो है. And so these kind of small things which I have discussed in my book, and I have said this is how I have followed, and I have seen even because I was working as a section head, a division head, the secondary division head. So I used to go and visit the classes. I used to make sudden, entries and try and figure out what is happening, because ये मेरे साथ हुआ था छोटे में. When मैं छोटे बच्चों को पढ़ा रही थी, I was teaching the young kids. So I'm telling you, I'm talking about how many years back? Somewhere in 95 something. I was in those primary, that nursery section. So I was with the kids, और मैं बैठी हुई थी नीचे, and सारे बच्चे थे आसपास, because there was a child who was not okay, very sad, and keeping quiet. When that child used to be very bubbly. So मैं उसके पास बैठी थी, सारे बच्चे आ गए थे आसपास, and then suddenly there was a loud sound. Teacher कहाँ है यहाँ पे? So because the coordinator who was there, she felt the teacher was not there. So that is why it is there. So then that's when all the students went away, and then they felt that they were really afraid because she had a loud voice. How you talk, how you speak, definitely matters for the small kids. So that is when she realized. So यही वाली technique मैंने use करी है, and that is when I have been able to see certain things which were, I felt, I could never say that the teacher is wrong, because it's okay. She might not have felt it that way. We cannot say कि वो गलत है, but she can always pick up. So that is when I have done, and I have noticed वही examples मैंने डाले इसमें.
वाह, इंटरेस्टिंग. ये तो बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग काम है. लाइक लिखने में भी आपको मजा आया होगा किताब को.
जी.
How much time did it take for you to from start to finish?
Okay, it took me around months, but I have taken around 6 months to pen it down. Then over the period of time, whatever, I'm recollecting, because those instances were over the years, and I have to recollect. So I had to keep recollecting, putting in certain things, knowing my part of it, that in the training, because people think that body language is all about corporate world. It's all about professionally going into some corporate, that is where it is. But I felt that our fraternity, when we are building the generation, we are coming up, and we can get this right from here. So that was the reason that I wrote it for that purpose. कि स्कूल लेवल से अगर शुरू होता है, तो जब हम बड़े होते हैं तो बहुत सी चीज़ें हमारे अंदर ऑलरेडी इम्बाइब्ड होती हैं. Then it is not difficult for that person to navigate his way out into the world. So that's why. So it took me around 6 months to
pen down. और
Wow.
सोचने में,
Wow.
थॉट में तो मुझे लगता है कई समय लग जाता है कि वन डे आई विल राइट ऑन इट, वन डे आई विल राइट. ये सारे एक्सपीरियंसेस कलेक्ट करते जाएंगे एंड सबको कंसोलिडेट करेंगे.
So the full circle. You start from Lucknow. You are going back to Lucknow Makoons. Talk to us about what exactly this Makoons is all about.
Vrindavan. Yeah.
Okay, this school is all about, it's a preschool, which I'm taking up to second standard only. My thing is, I have taught right from kindergarten till 11th, 12th also. right? So but mera purpose है to come only into the primary section wherein I want, because children, as you, I think most of us know, कि by the age of 5 and 6 उनके एक्सपोनेंशियल फॉर्म में सब कुछ, जो कुछ भी वो सीखते हैं ना, वो सब कुछ एक्सपोनेंशियल फॉर्म में होती है. इवन वर्ड्स विच दे पिक अप is exponential. You will suddenly see the child is not speaking after 5 6 years. Words which keep coming out of their mouth, you won't have even thought. तो इसीलिए I have kept myself to this level wherein I want kids and I love playing with them. And तो वो भी innocence होती है ना अनुपम, that
Mhm.
innocence is something which is, I feel, is only till, primary level, till 5th grade. After that, kids become smart. They become they become worldly wise more than what I am.
Right.
So that's how. So this school is all about, it's a preschool which will go up to second standard. We'll see how, if we want to take it up to the fifth standard, but we are keeping it only till second standard. So that school is there. I'm going back very soon in September. I will be in Lucknow.
वाह.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
हम लोगों ने कभी बचपन में पढ़ा था व्हेन आई वाज प्रेग्नेंट, तो डॉक्टर स्पोक, तो शायद उसमें ये लिखा भी था उन्होंने कि टिल 7 लाइक यू कैन गिव समथिंग टू योर किड्स, उनको आप उनका माइंड डाइवर्ट कर सकते हैं, उनकी आईक्यू बढ़ा सकते हैं. तो हमें तो वही समझ में आया था आईक्यू बढ़ाने का. हम लगे हुए थे दोनों पेरेंट्स की. दोनों बच्चों की आईक्यू. तो मेरे ख्याल से आपने भी जो एरिया चूज किया दैट इज अप टू 7 और 8
Ha.
years. The
Correct.
kids.
So you are both now an author, an educator all through your life. तो दोनों में से अगर एक चुनना हो, तो what would Nishi pick?
What would Nishi say? That's a very mean question, Anupam. Because I would like to put in my experiences, but if you say, I would still like to go with my kids.
Educator.
No, okay. So educator, okay. So when you were writing this book, so
Mhm.
any special kid that was in your mind, which was kind of inspiring
Okay.
you all through the book?
Yes, there have been 3 4 kids which were excited. One is my son himself. He was वो एक ऐसा, now he's become a brat with a peer group. I do not know what is he doing. He's going to college now, so he'll be there. But yes, what my thing was, how I took up my son. My son was something, I never put him through books till, say first. Like, I used to hate when he was made to write. Why are the teachers making him write? I did not want him to write, because moreover my thing was practical knowledge which I used to give. I used to give even मैं पत्तियां तोड़ के, I used to pluck the leaves from the trees, show him the venations. So, how, what venation, parallel venation, reticulate venation, all this, how the breeding of mosquitoes takes place. So I used to, go and see the collected water. वहाँ पे कुछ है तो this is how I used to teach. So एक तो वो था. And जब वो छोटा था तो I used to see that how I used to imitate my the way I used to speak, the moderation. So he picked up that way. And this is what used to, I felt, is it important that the kids need to be made to write? It's not necessary. You can let them grow like this. So that was one thing. Then there's another child. His name was Vedant, right? So he was naughty, and he was somebody who was always running around from one class and not sit at one place. Place, forget it, in one class, then move to another class. This is not good. Teacher is not doing good here. Teacher is not doing good here. So he used to go to 2 3 classes, right? Then he used to come back, and so उसको कैसे मैंने I'll say उसको mold किया, the way I molded him. Later on he turned out to, now I know because I have been moving around, so I got to know that he is doing really well. He's got into the musical, and the father still remembers how I had, I used to speak to him, I used to bring him down, then how I used to uh, tell how fighting and everything. So the few things which are there, so I'll take another name, is that is Soumya Pandey. That is another girl. उसको कैसे वो किया, उसको एक्सप्रेसिव, बिकॉज शी वॉज वेरी क्वाइट. So how I had made her come up, and she was not my primary level student. She was a student in my secondary division. So how she came up, and now she is trying for a state level cricket. तो वो उसमें
Wow.
प्ले करना चाहती है. So
Wow.
now she's become very outward, and now she's become very smart. So these three, four kids which have been motivating me, and the way I brought them out, उनको मैंने कैसे mold किया, and I saw the change, the difference. That is what made me go through. I became more and more firm that yes,
Mhm.
the way you speak, the way you project yourself, the way you come up and speak to the child, or the way you are communicating through either through my expression or anything, that is what helped me. That yes, I should write the book.
Let me remind my audience that today we are talking to Nishi Shukla, an educator, an author, and of course, above all, my batchmate from 1988 St. Paul's Schools. Today we're sitting across the table, chit-chatting. Um, Authoring a book is very special to my heart as well because I always said people who can express their their thoughts and ideas, emotions, and compile them in a book form, they have reached the zenith of their lives, in fact. So you have certainly crossed those boundaries now, coming to this the way world of digital transformations with AIs and all types of oceans of technology which are in every field making advances. How is it a threat or a boon to the authors like you?
Okay, digital aspect for authors like us, right? So I'll say not only authors, even teachers. That's what I have also spoken in my book. कि आप इस AI को do not take it as a threat, right? You can take help from there, and then you can put it across. So make AI your friend, make digital thing your friend, and then move forward, right? So if you have to feel, obviously that touch, the empathy, the human touch will always come from you. That AI can never give. That's what I feel as a teacher, and I am very this thing about it कि जो आपकी individuality है, that AI will not be able to take it. You can get some info, you can get something from there, make use of it and put it across. So उसको जब अपना फ्रेंड बना लो तो ज़्यादा अच्छा है, और उससे अगर लड़ाई लड़नी है तो फिर you cannot. So even as an author also, if I have to say, I will not say there are many experiences, there are many things which are there, but when it comes to authoring it, when I was, and I will tell you one thing, many things I wrote it down and then I had to type it on my system. I kept on typing. I'm a very poor typist. So that's why it took me a lot of time finally to keep on typing. But then as an author, it can help you. I will not say that it is a threat, because experiences तो आप ही डालोगे ना, उसका जो human touch आएगा वो आपका ही आएगा. Yeah, that AI will give. It will be, see, it's programmed. It's all algorithm. It's all programmed. You and me are writing something, we are giving, and then whatever is available on the net, it is trying to sort it, bring everything together and give it to you. Now, as a person, what is it that you want, whether it is relevant or not relevant, ये तो आप ही decide करोगे. You'll be the right judge for your field. So that's how I take. So I don't
So,
think, yeah.
no. So, body language, देखो, in my opinion, and Dr. Vanna, feel free to jump in. Um, language, body language, का जो स्रोत है, the source of that is emotions, and your emotions kind of just you show that in your body language, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then all of us have over the period of time become very wordsmithing, articulate, जिसको कहते हैं. So एक बार वो control सीख लिया, the control on your emotions. Can you fool people with your body language?
Can we do what?
Can we fool people by body language, right?
No, 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 no. But how long? How long will you fool? How
I
long?
know that's what I
You
want to
have to
talk
act
about.
24 into 7. You want to learn this technique, I know.
No, see, you cannot fool Anupam. You can fool, it is said now, you can fool one person at a time, but not everybody at all the times.
They will understand that what you're doing, or you're acting, or it's coming naturally from your body.
Exactly.
तो
Yes,
वो
very true. Anna.
तुरंत पकड़ लिया जाता है।
पकड़ लिया जाता है,
आपकी
करेक्ट।
किताब में आपने कल्चरल सेंसिटिविटी के बारे में भी बात की है।
हाँ,
मैं चाहती हूँ इन
तो
लोग को
कल
पता चले, जो भी हैं हमारे लिसनर्स आज।
हाँ, तो कल्चरल सेंसिटिविटी कैसे? अभी if you are with very firm in this thing, or you're looking into the eyes, in the western world it is moreover of confidence, it's moreover of you're making a connect.
राइट।
But probably in our country, हम कैसे देखते हैं, आंख में आंख देखना, it is taken to be rude at times if you're staring at somebody. So now how do we take it as, is staring, or is it always said that stare karo, you should look into the eyes of the other person, because that shows that you are confident, that you can be trusted, that there is faith in you. So that means it is said ना कि नजरें चुराना, तो वो बिल्कुल अगर नहीं देखते हैं तो वो नजरें चुराना भी
कॉन्फिडेंस, लैक ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस है।
yes,
राइट।
correct. And but somehow in our world, एक बेटा अपने फादर से अगर आंख में आंख डाल के बात करता है, हमारी कंट्री में तो बहुत ज्यादा उसके लिए वो है. So it's an example in my house also. Like my husband, being from the forces, for him, or right, or from the times which we are from, my son says कि mama आप तो storage के हो. So he calls me from the ancient world. So husband is also, so he, for him also, it's like if my son is gazing completely into his eyes, he finds it rebellious. So this is what is called cultural sensitivity. Quite possible कि आपके लिए जो सही है वो उस दुनिया में सही ना हो, right? So अपनी, when I'm talking about in our world, in our country, the thing would be somewhere somewhat the same, right? But somehow if it is across, if it is in the Western world, it will be a little different. So this is cultural sensitivity. If I say that एक और चीज है cultural sensitivity में, my language, right? So the language is that when the teachers, I will not say that we are in our country, I think we all can relate, all three of us. एक क्लास में वो 30 जब तक बच्चे नहीं हो जाते ना, तब तक वो शायद क्लास ही नहीं
50 वाले थे हम,
है ना, वो शुरू ही नहीं होते. वो 30-40 जब तक चाहिए तब तक नहीं होगा, राइट?
2-3 पे तो क्लास 0 हो जाती है, 5-10 पे। अच्छा, एक बात बताइए, ये जो बच्चे हैं, जैसे आप बोल रहे हैं, ये स्टेयरिंग एंड ऑल, और जो भी बॉडी लैंग्वेज, ये आजकल के इतने ज़्यादा सेंसिटिव क्यों हो गए? हम लोग तो एकदम सेंसिटिव नहीं थे, हमको तो कितनी डाँट-वाट पड़ती थी, और घूरने पे भी ये नहीं पहनो, वो नहीं, कभी बुरा नहीं
हमारे
लगता।
हमारे टाइम में इंटरनेट भी नहीं था, ओटीटी भी
राइट।
नहीं था, तो बच्चों को पता ही नहीं था, हम तो
ये
जानते नहीं थे.
बेइज्जती हो रही है।
हाँ, पता ही नहीं होता था कि हो क्या रहा है हमारे साथ में. हमको ये मालूम था, दिस इज द वर्ड, ये वर्ड बोल दिया गया, काम खत्म, अब सुनना है. Because see, now we are all, as I said, no, evolving as we as parents. I'm sure whether you yourself, whether Anupam, we all have accommodated ourselves. We have moved probably not only 2 steps forward, we must have gone 5 to 6 steps forward to come into their world. वो किड्स के साथ में आजकल के प्रेजेंट जनरेशन में क्या है कि वो ना, एक तो हम कैसे उनको डील करते, दैट्स व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से. वी शुड मेक कॉन्फिडेंट चिल्ड्रन, लेट द चाइल्ड बी कॉन्फिडेंट, ही शुड नो. अगर नहीं बोला है, if he should be ready to say no. Why? Because it's not a weakness. If he doesn't know, it's okay, say it. So we need to instill in the child that where you have that space to go further, where you have the space that okay fine, this is also, failure is one step which can happen. जब तक कि एक फेल नहीं होगा तो दूसरा जीतेगा भी नहीं ना. It has to be. So this is what we need to put it across. And
तो
how
ये
do
बड़ा ही, लाइक, बुक बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है, लाइक पेरेंट्स के लिए ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है टू रीड इट, बिकॉज हम लोग ही बहुत ज़्यादा प्रेशर क्रिएट कर देते हैं, और मुझे तो लगता है कि हम लोग अपने आप को ऐसे बैलेंस करते हैं कि नहीं, दिस इज ट्रांजिशन पीरियड, ऐसा हुआ, ऐसा हुआ, हमने उनकी भी सुनी, इनकी भी सुनी, मतलब ये अपने आप को सेल्फ सिंपैथाइज करने वाली चीज़ें होती हैं.
नहीं,
एट-
but सब
हाँ हाँ,
you rightly said,
नहीं नहीं,
Anna.
आप कह रही थी, कहिए.
हमारा सिचुएशन वैसे ही है, यू आर राइट। हमको इधर से भी पड़ी थी और हमको इधर से भी पड़ रही है, इसलिए क्योंकि एंड आई थिंक वी आर इन द लास्ट स्टेज, जिनको पड़ रही है नेक्स्ट वाले जनरेशन को पड़ेगी नहीं, दे आर ऑलरेडी प्रिपेयर्ड, दे आर कमिंग इन टू दैट लाइन दैट yes, this is what it is, the generation is different. So I will not say that बच्चों में सेंसिटिविटी इसलिए नहीं है क्योंकि हमने कैसे उनको चीजों को डाला है। माय नेक्स्ट बुक वुड बी कंपैशन एंड
Wow, next
interpersonal
book.
relationships. So I am working on that, compassion and interpersonal relationships among kids.
अच्छा,
तो
एक पर्सनल क्वेश्चन इसके बाद पूछूँगी क्योंकि इट्स
हाँ,
ऑलरेडी 35 मिनट्स हो चुके हैं, तो मेरे पास समय बहुत कम है। आप और अनुपम कौन से क्लास में साथ थे?
हम थे 9th-10th में थे, बैच वाज लाइक दैट, so हम 9th-10th में साथ थे
नहीं,
एंड
लैंग्वेज से पूछना चाहती हूँ, कभी आपने सोचा था इट्स गोइंग टू बी लाइक दिस? नो। साइकोलॉजिकली। या।
So yes, we were. But one thing, my writing journey started because of Anupam. Uh, I have said in one of my previous interactions also.
Now that's interesting for me. I should listen to this.
या।
I will tell you why. Because बहुत साल तक तो, as he rightly said, we would not know because तब तक WhatsApp नहीं था, कुछ नहीं था. Then we started connecting Facebook में, WhatsApp में, and in the WhatsApp group it started. Uh, I do not know how much. He's a beautiful singer that I know. We all know, I think, but he writes also very well and a good command over both the languages, Hindi and English.
या,
So
उर्दू।
हाँ, तो वो कमांडर में एंड वो हमारा चलता था ग्रुप में, कभी कोई पोइट्री है या कुछ है, सो ही यूज्ड टू ऑलवेज गिव दैट नो थम्स अप वाला थिंग दैट निशी इट्स गुड, सो दैट थिंग यूज्ड टू कम फ्रॉम हिम। वो पहले जो भी हो, पीपल यूज्ड टू से आई राइट एंड आई हैव गुड वोकैबुलरी, आई हैव एवरीथिंग, बट आई से नो, आई कुड नेवर ट्रस्ट माई सेल्फ। बट
आप
व्हेन
आईएलटीएस के बच्चों को पढ़ाते हो। यू कैन नॉट से दिस।
Yes, this I cannot say. But then that is where it's creative kind of thing which came because he used to say yes, it is good. So I used to get a little motivated and used to write poetry, something or the other. So उसमें शुरू हुआ and उसके बाद this thing I felt, now let me make use of this. So all kudos for this. I'll give this part of it. I give it to Anupam. Rest I will take it. But writing का जर्नी शुरू करवाना या मुझे कॉन्फिडेंस आना is because of him.
तो भाइयों और बहनों जो सुन रहे हैं, स्टोरी का सार ये है कि गुरु गुड़ रह गया, चेला चीनी हो गया।
चला आगे बढ़ गया।
तो बहुत अच्छा लगा। It's a wonderful feeling to be sitting across the table with a person who you shared full 2 years beside each other in the same classroom, and talking about a book that has been authored. It is a feeling of pride, and I'm sure we still have 32 or 34 students connected on from that group. 37 years old connection. I'm sometimes it's such a valuable connection, and we laugh together, we enjoy together, we bicker together. But I'm sure everyone is going to enjoy this podcast as much as I'm enjoying talking to you, Nishi. And um, our best wishes to you, because I was about to ask you, writing is an addiction. The moment you write the first one, while you're writing, you start getting ideas of the second. And as you're doing the second, the third, and the first is the most difficult. I always say the first step is the most difficult. After that, it just becomes so relatively easier. And of course, I would be certainly so happy to see more and more publications from you, and our best wishes to you. Our best wishes to you, Makoons kindergarten school, which you're opening in Lucknow. Lucknow is such closely and will always be dear to my heart. Looks like Vanda has to say something.
No,
Yes,
no, no.
Anupam.
I just second that.
Yes,
About
yeah,
Lucknow.
yeah, and life is the best amongst friends. I still say that there's nothing as precious as gold as friendships, because we can do wonders. अभी के लिए इतना ही मेरे ख्याल से, वंदना, कि आपके कुछ और
हाँ,
बदमाशी
नहीं, नहीं,
कुछ और
नहीं।
बदमाशी आपके दिमाग
नहीं,
में है?
निशी जी के साथ इतनी इंटरेस्टिंग बात है कि वो तो चलती जाएगी और कितनी क्वेरीज आने लगती है ना दिमाग में जब बात करते रहते हैं। लेकिन देयर इज़ अनदर शो, तो हमें ये करना पड़ेगा। सो आई जस्ट वांट टू टेल एवरीबॉडी, इनकी किताब जो है आप इज़िली आपको मिल सकती है। द बुक नेम इज़ बॉडी लैंग्वेज ब्रिजिंग गैप। आप सब लोग प्लीज़ उस किताब को पढ़िए, और जो भी न्यू मॉम है या होने वाले हैं, मुझे लगता है उनको ज़रूर पढ़नी चाहिए। समझ में आता है कि हम कहाँ पे क्या गलती करते हैं अपने बच्चों की परवरिश में, और इनसे एक्सपेक्टेशंस इतनी ज़्यादा क्यों करते हैं और समझते क्यों नहीं हैं। कहीं न कहीं हम ही दोषी हैं, ये पूरी बात से मुझे ये समझ में आया निशी जी से करके। निशी जी, यू वांना से समथिंग बिफोर
Um,
क्लोजिंग इट? हाँ, प्लीज़।
Yes, Vanda, it's been great. I will not say we हम दोषी हैं. uh, हम शायद ऐसे उसमें रहते हैं कि we are also occupied, we do not realize what is happening.
राइट।
और हमने शायद वो जिंदगी का वो हिस्सा ऐसे देखा है कि वो थोड़ा डिफरेंट ही था. आज वर्ल्ड डिफरेंट है, तब वो वर्ल्ड डिफरेंट थी. एंड हमारे पेरेंट्स ने हमें एक थप्पड़ भी लगाया तो हमें चलते चलते ओके फाइन नो प्रॉब्लम निकल गए वहां से.
आई नो। सच
So that was,
में।
and now because our move entire mind goes into either we have one or two children. हम पहले siblings जरूर होते थे दो तीन ना, like I myself we were four of us. तो इधर से पढ़ी तो हम दूसरे तरफ ओके फाइन भाई बहन में जाके ओके इट्स ऑल डन. तो इट डन एंड डस्टेड होता था. सो आई विल नॉट से दैट वी आर हम दोषी हैं, बट यस वी कैन ऑलवेज पिक अप समथिंग फ्रॉम हियर एंड
राइट।
let our kids be mirroring what we give them in a better form rather than mirroring something. अगर हम frustrated form में उनसे शक्ल बात से करेंगे तो वो भी हमसे ऐसी ही बात करेंगे after
ट्रू,
some time.
ट्रू।
So that's how it is, and nothing more. So I'm sure whether the teaching fraternity, whether the parents, they are all. Parenting is one thing which is very individualistic. We can't
राइट।
say what is right, what is wrong. Everything is correct in their own surrounding, and so is the teachers. So that's it, nothing more. And I'm sure this book, I hope that this book becomes uh, I have tried to walk alongside a teacher rather than come in front and tell something. So मैं side by side चल के, it's like a journey which I have tried to cover in this book, and you will not find it as I'm trying to tell कि देखिए वहाँ पे जब हमें थप्पड़ पड़ते थे तो हमें बचाने वाले कोई होते
दादा दादी होते थे।
थे. Yeah,
I
so
can I can totally see people now taking a lot of interest. जो कहते हैं ना, जब शो जब खत्म हो रहा होता है तो उसकी शुरुआत वहीं से शुरू होती है, क्योंकि तब तक लोग वार्म अप हो रहे होते हैं. आई रियली वांटेड टू थैंक शैली महाजन, राशि सक्सेना, प्रभा शर्मा, मंजू तिवारी
श्रीपर्णा,
जी, सुपर्णा,
सीमा प्रकाश।
and Seema Prakash ji for joining. No, in fact, और काफ़ी लोग जुड़े हुए, लेकिन उन्होंने बढ़ चढ़ के सपोर्ट किया, कमेंट किया. हमारे निशी शुक्ला की नई किताब बॉडी लैंग्वेज ब्रिजिंग गैप्स, आप सब इसको डाउनलोड करें. इसका वर्जन आई थिंक अमेजॉन पे इट्स अवेलेबल, राइट? So
yes,
yes, so let's encourage a friend in the form of an author, educator, और स्कूल खुल रहा है इनका लखनऊ में. So I'm sure that you'll get a very good support. You're doing a good job, and what a way to really meet again after 37 years, podcasting, webcasting with a batchmate from 1988. And thank you, Dr. Vanda, for organizing this. For rest of the people, stay tuned. Coming more on V for You Radio.
Thank
thank
you।
you so much, Vanda. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Anubhav. It was a great pleasure. I'll say it was a pleasure for me to be on your platform.
Oh,
I
please।
Thank
loved it thoroughly.
We loved it. We loved
We'll
it.
call you again. There's a lot of questions to
Absolutely.